Ready to rock. All right, let's do this. We're all hooked up in our server and stuff. Yeah, we're playing over here. We're connecting up. We've got PvP playing over in the Hall 9. So we're on there. You know, sometimes they switch servers and stuff like that. So we're always trying to keep up with what those guys are doing. So, anyways, Mr. Dave Lohman, executive producer on End of Nations. We go back to all the way back into the Doom 2 days, all the way back into the old Westwood Virgin days, where we worked together on Doom 2, and continued on through the years. David continued on through the years with the Age of Empires series and Age of Empires Online. I continued on at Westwood for 17 years. You know, we worked as a studio. We worked on Doom 2, Doom 2000, Emperor Battle for Doom, all the way to Command & Conquer, Red Alert, Soul Survivor, and then when we started, so after 17 years of Westwood, started Petroglyph, and we did Star Wars Empire at War, Forces of Corruption, Universal War Earth Assault, and now End of Nations. So here we are, 20 years later, from the beginning of from Doom 2, which Doom 2 launched in 1992. We started it in 1991, and we're here 20 years later, and we're taking RTS to an entirely new level. So my name is Mike Legg, co-founder and president of Petroglyph, just so you know who I am. And what's happened is, over all these years, RTS has been very, not very revolutionary. Great RTS games coming out, you know, games that we love, but they're just very like little incremental updates. You know, nothing major. You know, the genre has not evolved in a huge way. So what we really wanted to do was we wanted to take like where RPGs went. And RPGs went online with massive, amounts of players, and we're like, we need to take RTS in that direction. As a studio, from doing RTS for so many years and being in our blood, we had to do it. So here we come into End of Nations. 20 years later, we bring you the first, what we feel the first really premium, massive scale MMO RTS. And first and foremost, this game is an RTS. If we're weighing MMO versus RTS, RTS wins out. Because we want this game to be a great game for an RTS game. So the game features everything that you would find in a traditional real-time strategy. So you can play two-player co-op. You can play, 4v4, 6 versus 6 PvP if you want. There's a story campaign. You have all that. So a player that is used to traditional real-time strategy jumps into End of Nations feel very comfortable in all the things that they're used to. But then we take it completely up a notch. We had MMO features of massive scale, persistence, and customizability to take RTS to an entirely new level of gameplay. And so we'll be reinforcing those points as we go through our presentation. Our game takes place 50 years in the future. Basically, the way the story goes is there was an economic collapse in the world economy. Oh, it is now a true story. It was a couple years ago. It's fiction. Now we can say on the button based on a true story. Yes. And the world following economic collapse, basically governments crumbled, and the United Nations reformed. A group of the United Nations reformed to form the Order of Nations, but they formed as a tyrannical dictatorship, establishing one world government, one world order, and basically to rule with an iron fist. So they want one government, and if you're against them, you're gone, you disappear. But, and this is where we come in, we play the resistance fighters. We are the resistance with our goal to overthrow the End of Nations. From this, two factions have risen out of the chaos, and they're both of their goals, with the Liberation Front and the Shadow Revolution, and both their goals are to overthrow the Order of Nations. But both factions have very different political agendas as well. So these factions often skirmish against each other. So here we have our Liberation Front, we have the Spartan class and the Patriot class. These are two different commander classes. And then we have the Shadow Revolution, which gives us the Wraith class and the Phantom class. So when you start as a player, you choose your captain, you have your faction, you choose your commander, and then you start at level 1. And basically, as you play through the game, you level up. You level up to, for launch, you'll be a maximum level of 30. And you'll level up your commander. And each commander, there's 4 different commander classes, and they all play very differently. Today we're playing on you got a Liberation Front, and your Spartan. So we're playing a modified Spartan commander. So when you're a commander, so this goes to customizability, okay? And we have customizing your commander, we have your tech tree. So as you go from level 1 to level 5, you're going to unlock points that you can assign to your tech tree. As you go from level 5 to level 9, more points, to level 10 to level 15, more points. And you can see, as you unlock, okay, now we have the ability to call on a nuclear ship. We have the Ragnarok helicopter. It's a great aerial gunship. That's something great to have. We have the Titan tank that now is at our disposal. We have electromagnetic pulses. We have the Guardian. I think we have the Guardian, don't we? Oh, the Guardian, okay. We threw a Guardian in, did it great. And we have the nuke turret and all this. So anyway, so this is a way. Now we filled this out for the sake of the demo. We just filled the whole tree out. But as you level up, you only have so many points to spend, so you have to decide which of the 3 tech trees you want to specialize in. You can do a balance, but you can't get to the end of every tech tree, or you can do like all of one and part of another, or and that's how you want to allocate your points. And all 4 commander classes have all different tech trees. They give you different abilities, different tactical structures. We even have turrets that you can so like the nuke turret. Now you have the ability to drop a nuke turret onto the map. So that's our tech tree. Now we have our armory. Now, as you play the game, you're going to amass a large group of collectible units. And basically, we have here one of our Titan tanks. And what you can do is, in a battle, you can bring up to 20 units with you into a battle. So you choose. And in fact, there was one time where we dropped into a battle, we forgot our helicopter. We're like, uh-oh! We jumped out of the battle, we ran back, grabbed our helicopter, and put it back in, dropped right back into the game. So it's really cool that you can kind of come and go and kind of customize your army. Here's our Guardian unit right here. The Guardian is 16 feet tall, and to prove it, you can go over to Hall 9 and have your picture taken in this. With a full-size Guardian, a whole set of stairs and a ramp. You walk over, you get inside, and you have your picture taken. It's as tall as that box right there on the wall. It's huge, and it's awesome. And it's cool because you can get inside and have your photo taken. So that's the Guardian. And sometimes, like infantry, they have smaller point values, so you can bring more of them. Some of the larger units, like the Ragnarok or the Titan tank, they have more unit points. Like this one has 4 unit points, so he takes up more slots in the loadout. So you can bring a whole bunch of small units or a lesser number of bigger units because they tend to be a little bit more powerful. Kind of like the Warhammer, for anybody that's familiar with it. So customization on these guys. First of all, we have mods, okay? And we're just showing you here the UI, but this is a way, mods are a way that players can customize units individually. And that, by doing that, you're going to gain through gameplay. You're going to earn money through gameplay, and you can go and purchase. You'll earn in-game tax or in-game currency, and you can go and purchase mods. You can buy speed mods, armor mods, defensive mods. Speed boost, attack power mods, resistance mods, like I'm more resistant to fire. Infantry hate fire for some reason. In this game, like we have our Vulcan tank, which blows out fire. Infantry hate that. So sometimes it's nice to give your infantry some flame resistance. If you want your Ragnarok to go faster, you can put some speed mods on it. What's really cool is as you also play in some of the more higher level games, you'll get rare mod drops that you can actually assign to your units. And so you'll get even more cool, bigger, and badder mods. The next thing we have is skins. And you're going to be able to purchase skins within the game with in-game currency. That will allow you to, you can have the tie-dye skin. We have a German flag skin that you guys are going to see in the game. When we go into the game with the German flag skin for our friends here at Gamescom. We also brought Team America with us. It's overly patriotic. If you guys want to see that after the demo, you're more than welcome to see it. It's all red, white, blue, star stripes. America! Coming to save the day! And anyway, so we have skins, and they're really, really cool. We even have, in America, we love bacon. I don't know if you guys know this. We have an obsession with bacon. We eat bacon wall. What do you think the name of this dog is? Bacon. Seriously. He has a pet dog named Bacon. I eat bacon wrapped donuts for breakfast. We love bacon. We even have bacon wrapped bacon. So anyways, we have the bacon skin as well. We also have, if you don't want to play with the skins, we have primary and secondary colors. Why don't you put that guy on auto-rotate, maybe bring up your Titan. Kind of bring him around there, maybe give him some auto-rotate. And you can see that you can choose primary and secondary colors to suit how you want your forces to look. If you're not into the whole skin thing, you can just choose some really kind of cool two-tone colors on the unit to pop out. So like, I don't like it. So, you know, different color styles. We actually have been seeing the Barbie tank driving around in the game. There's actually a pink, kind of a pink and like violet. Yeah, somebody over in Hall 9, you know, I'm sitting there showing off, like, look how cool these units look. They're awesome. And you see like these pink tanks go driving by. I'm like, okay.
Is there a Hello Kitty?
Oh yeah, here you go. Here comes some pink. Yeah, see? Yeah. I feel a little girly. I'm good with that. That's nice. No, it works. It works. It's kind of good. I come from Las Vegas, so everything's really garish anyways. Okay, so then on top. Okay, so that's our unit. So basically, we have that unit level customization, we have the army level customization, and you can customize your commander. So now we're gonna take you into the map here. So the world map. This is the state of our PvP. Now our game supports PvP cooperative play. We also have a story campaign, but here at Gamescom we're focusing on PvP. The purple is occupied by the Order of Nations. Green is occupied by the Shadow Revolution, and they actually just took over these territories. This morning, we actually had Liberation Front in control. Liberation Front is in orange, but the Shadow Revolution really is looking like it's dominating. So we've got a couple more days at Gamescom, so we're going to see who's going to win. And what we're doing is we're going to drop in live into a game. Fingers crossed that the game is, we're in the right one, because sometimes they change servers on us, or let's go to this map instead, and don't bother telling the core demo guys. Then the demo guys are trying to find everybody. But let's go ahead and bring up the movie. So every time you're about to jump into a map, you'll get a localized briefing telling you the tactical objectives. So here, this one's actually in German. Shows that we're in Australia. And there's the uranium processing center, so we're competing over the resources of this center. And here's our headquarters. There's the enemy headquarters. We have control points that we can go and capture to gain money, as well as abilities. That's our headquarters that we want to take out. This we want to kill. That's the enemy's headquarters. We're going to show our headquarters too. We do not want to kill our headquarters. We want to save our headquarters. It's okay. There's our headquarters. So that's what we're going to do. So in RTS before, you always had to like wait for everybody to group up to play PvP. You have to sit around and die in lobby leagues. And really unpleasant experience. Now you can drop into the battle level. Huh? Yeah, let's go. Now you can drop into the game live. This is awesome. And this really helps for big battles. So we're playing 8v8, that's a lot of players for an MMORTS. And here we go. Oh, there's Barbie. Barbie's back.
Who's got that machine set up?
All right, how many people you got in the game with you? There we go. Okay, so it looks like we got a good group. So we may be in the tail end of a battle, we may be in the beginning of a battle, so we'll see where we're at. It looks like we got airstrikes going against us, so it looks like the enemy is doing pretty good there. So, Dave, if you want to read your mini-map? Uh-oh. Oh, go get those guys. Come on. Okay, well, while David is dispatching the Scourge that is invading our base, you can see down in the lower left is our headquarters on the mini-map. The upper right is the enemy headquarters, and then there's tactical control points all across the map. And you want to catch those. You want to catch those resource points because once you capture them, you have to hold them, and you'll have money trickling in that you can use to spend. Dave, you probably want to give yourself a little money because you're kind of late to the game here. Players are not going to be able to do this. This is something that we're going to do. We're going to give ourselves a little cash. See all these nice super. Oh yeah. Now we have some orders. And you know what? Dave's now going to drop. Are they dead?
No, they are.
Dave's now dropping down some turrets. You'll notice even the turrets are in the German flag. So it's kind of cool. Every structure that you drop. So here we have as you earn money in the game. This is just for the tactical battle. You gain access to super weapons, and then you also gain access to your tactical. So these are all things that you saw in our commander's tech tree. So as we level up, we're going to get more things, and more things will fill in here. And you can see, okay, so we have our turrets. These are defensive structures and offensive structures. We have repair facilities that you can drop, so that any of you or your allies can drive up and get repaired. And Dave's now pulling up to the resource point. You can see now he's starting to take it over. And the more infantry that you get around the resource point, the better you'll do. The faster it'll go. Oh, okay. Okay, so here's something. We lost a couple of our infantry. So Dave's going to call in reinforcements to get these guys replaced. Get everybody at the resource point. And you know what? Feel free to make yourself invulnerable if you wish. Leave it up to you. See how you're doing. But there's also forward capture points for landing zones. So if you punch your way through the map and get to one of the far landing zones, you capture that, you set it, and that becomes your new landing point for when reinforcements arrive. So you don't have to always start back to the base when you're repairing your units. The other nice thing is you can bring in repair units with you that will repair your units on the battlefield. They'll also repair your allies. So if you happen to have an ally that's out in the game and he's got repair stuff, if he goes by, he'll stop and repair you and go on. You can also build repair structures as well. Okay, so every unit also, what we do is we do a rock, paper, scissors. This is very true RTS. So what we do is we do a rock, paper, scissors with our units, where every unit is very vulnerable to one thing and also very good against something else. So like our Ragnarok, this guy right here, well, that guy right there. Sorry. That's okay. The guy, the big airship that I was pointing at, he is great at destroying ground things. He's very vulnerable to aircraft. Helicopters can take him down, as well as anti-air. So if you have an infantry on the ground, he's got a rocket launcher, he can take that thing out really fast. But then again, you have an infantry in the game, and you pull out a flame tank. It's called a Vulcan. You know, that's really good against infantry. So there's always this kind of like give and take between all the units. So you really got to know what to take against where. So if there was like a bunch of anti-air turrets, don't fly him in first. Dave, pull up the, grab one of the, yes, grab the Guardian and zoom in on him. So the Guardian right here, every unit has one special ability that it can do. We originally thought we might do more, but then we thought we don't want to get so confusing on the units. We want every unit to have a very unique role. And so Dave just did a lockdown mode on this guy where he's now down on one knee, and he's got a deployed gun, so he's going to do more damage. He's going to be able to take more hits, but he can't run around. When you undeploy him, he goes back to normal. Why don't you take the Ragnarok and do a ground strike, just to show like the Ragnarok's ground assault. So this is called Thor's Hammer. And he just clicks there and see he launches a bunch of strikes. And this will what'll happen is he'll use it and then it'll count down, and then once it'll cool down and come back around, you can use it again. So every unit that you bring has one special ability. And that's another way we determine your loadout is, oh, I really want that special ability. What are you doing?
Just taking his turn.
Boom! That was very nice. Well played. So keep on jamming, keep on fighting, and you guys keep watching Dave and what he's doing. So this map is 8v8, and we actually push far past this. We can only bring Sony computers with us, and it's pretty unwieldy even with 16. But we go up to 26 on 26 multiplayer. That's the biggest number that we've played, and we feel pretty comfortable with that because we've proven that we can do it. We've played with that number. And that's a pretty huge map. And those battles can last a very long time. And what's kind of cool about those is actually you can be playing for a couple hours, leave, go have dinner, come back, and the same battle may still be going. If the two sides are really well balanced, you know, like in terms of skill, you may come back and it may still be going on. But you can also have friends. You can call your friends in and say, come help, and then you might leave and they stay in for a while, and so that's really neat. So also in co-op play, we feel co-op, we call it cooperate and conquer, we feel co-op play is extremely important. Because RTS, up until now, you know, it's always been about online and PvP. And PvP online is a quite brutal game. I suck when I go online and I play against, you know, 12-year-old kids that are really good, and they kick my butt, and then they insult me on top of everything else and remind me of how bad I am. And it's just kind of like a very daunting experience. And my wife won't touch it at all. She loves WoW. She loves Rift. She will not touch it. She's like, I don't want to play RTS unless, you know, we're playing two-player co-op through the story. So what we've given you in Nations is you can play two-player co-op, three-player co-op against the AIs, four-player, five-player, you get a group of 5 friends play co-op, all the way up to 15-player co-op. Now, you don't have everybody's icon on your screen, but you're in a massive map and everybody is pushing for it together to take down the Nations. So very likely you'd be like grouped with 5 of your friends, you'd be working together on your part of the map, and other players would be working across the other part, and you gotta go to take out the Order of Nations. So we feel that also is an extremely awesome advancement in real-time strategy, because never before has more than 2 players been done in co-op. So we're pretty proud of bragging that we can play 50 players in co-op. There's a story campaign, so you can play the story campaign, you can play it solo, or you can have your friends help you with it. But the newest, biggest, coolest thing that I'm really excited about is we've been trying to figure out, you know, RTS gamers for all these years have been playing their online RTS games for free. People bought StarCraft many years ago. And I got friends that are still playing StarCraft. And they're not paying to play StarCraft, and they don't want to pay to play StarCraft. They bought the game and they want to play free forever. And so we thought, well, we can't. What do you think about going with subscription? And it was not well received. People were like, that is not a good idea. So we decided the game is going to be 100% free to play. It's going to be free to download, free to play. You don't have to go buy a box copy. You don't have to pay $50 for the original copy and have free to play. The entire game is free to play. And we're not going to limit any content aside from skins. We're going to, like, if you are a free-to-play player, you'll be able to hit every level, you'll be able to play every mission, you'll be able to play every game mode. And we want that. We want millions of people to come into this game world and play and be part of this game world. And then we find that people love the game. We believe that people are going to buy the German flag, or people are going to buy the bacon skin, or people are going to buy, you know, we feel that we could sell these. And we're like, hey, I want some custom unique badges. We're thinking at the holidays we can do a Christmas skin that's only that, you know, you can only get it for Christmas, and then it goes away. Or like the New Year's, you know, the New Year's Eve skin or whatever. Just different, you know, different skins for different events and different seasons. And we're going to have a collector's edition at retail that is a retail box that you can buy, and that will have like collectible items, you know, like probably like mouse pad, maybe figure, soundtrack, you know, art, stuff like that. So you can buy that, and then you'll also get limited edition, you know, collectible only in-game items as well. So you'll get some skins and some other things. Maybe a special unit that you have, you know, that, and you can also get the digital version of that, which would also be the same price, but you wouldn't just get the physical items, you just get all the same digital items. And you might get some in-game currency too to use in the cash shop. And we'll make it so that skins can also be purchased using in-game money that you earn as you play. Mods will not be able to be purchased with real money. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe they can be. No, mods cannot. Mods are in-game earned only. So you can only earn mods through gameplay. So if you really want to get the cool mods for units, you have to go out, play through the missions, play against the big bosses, and defeat those guys. So, kind of summarize here, like I said, you know, we first and foremost, this is truly an RTS game. It's like, you have all the same controls, you have all the same hotkeys, you have everything that you're used to in a traditional RTS, same game modes, everything. But then we just blow it out of the water with, you know, the massive scale, the customization, and the persistence. And that's where we feel 20 years later, this is where RTS needs to be. Because we want RTS to stick around for a long time. Because back in the day, back in the 90s, you know, more RTS games sold than RPGs. And then suddenly it's the MMORPGs came along. And I love the MMORPGs, but RTS kind of got smaller and smaller in terms of the market. And we feel, you know, going into this mode and you know, advancing the genre, so you know, our competitors will very likely advance and do the same thing. We're gonna take our time. What'd you do?
I nuked them.
Nuke 'em! Gave them a nuke 'em.
Pretty quickly takes care of any ground force.
Oh, that guy now hates the game and isn't going to play it.
Yeah, man. You're really like,
You notice I'm not invulnerable.
There's some 8-year-old kid over there that's crying going, this game sucks, I'm gonna go and look. And his blog probably has 1 million readers. Yeah, good job. No, I'm kidding. And I'm gonna reserve the name Baconator in the game. Baconator. I'm gonna reserve the name Baconator, I think. But anyway, so that's it. We'll let Dave just keep jamming. Oh, you showed him the Horizon camera, right?
I did.
Okay. That was the one other thing I forgot. You know, we have all the camera controls, and you can also go down to the Horizon camera and see what's on the horizon. But we still have fog of war like a traditional RTS. You can't see across the world. So, all right, did you guys have any questions?
Yeah.
Sure.
What kind of features is the game going to have for clan or guild warfare?
Oh, there'll be full clan support. So
Yep.
yeah, you can join up with it. You'll have friendless as well as clanless. And when you log in with the map, you see the world map. You'll see your clan mates and where they are, and that there'll be updates about them going across the ticker. You'll see where all your friends are and stuff like that. And you'll be able to do clan on clan battles. So you'll be able to reserve time, reserve slots where we can set up a battle where we're going to play this map and only our clan members play against your clan members. So yeah, we'll fully have that. And, the plan is we want full tournament support, all that kind of support. So people and then the non-clan players will see in the ticker, this clan's going to be battling this clan. We have an observer mode in the game, so that you can watch a time-lapse game of what occurred when two clans go head-to-head.
The going up against the End of Nations, that's your sort of PvE component, isn't it?
PvE is everybody fighting against the Order of Nations, right?
Yeah. And is it at all possible to actually entirely beat them on that big meta map?
Oh yeah, eventually. So the goal is, that's just like it kind of shows the current territorial occupation, because they might have like some entrenchments and forces there, but you're really in that mega map. You're playing the PvP on that mega map, so you're kind of fighting through Order of Nations, but you're actually trying to.
So those guys are a big obstacle, and obviously they're something you can use to farm mods and level up and things like that. So you've got the PvP option, but you're really against the other guys.
Yeah, you're against the other. When you're going PvP, it's faction versus faction.
Yeah.
But what's really nice is when you go to play co-op, we can actually join our factions together. So like, you're one faction, I'm one faction, and we'll declare a truce, we'll team up, and we'll go battle together. You know what I mean? And then what's nice is when the PvP season ends, when somebody actually captures all of the territories, or the game times out, we say, okay, it's 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the season's over, it'll reset itself, and you have the ability to take the commander of another faction, from your other faction, and join the other side. You can play the other side. But then you're locked in on that side for the duration of that. I believe you are. Can you jump from commander to commander and play both sides?
Yeah, you can.
You can? Okay. I remember originally they were saying, no, just lock it to one.
Shark by shark.
No, you mean character by character? Like,
yes.
Commander by character.
Yes.
Cool. So you could play one night, one the other. So you
not on the same shark. So on one shark, you pick a side instead.
Oh, okay. Cool.